So this board does have one nice straight clean edge. We're gonna use that side to go against the fence, and we're gonna put a 45 on here. First, I'm gonna raise the blade all the way up. Here, just adjust on my first gen Ryobi table saw. And put it like that. We're just gonna double check that 45. Oh, that is close. Let me try and get that to a perfect 45. I think that's gonna work. Now I can lower the blade back down a little bit as long as it gets through here. So first piece I'm gonna do is the bottom. So this has a 45 and a straight cut, and it's 1.5 inches to the long point of the 45. And it's gonna go like this, just the way it is. So then I wanna line that mark up so that it just barely touches that. Let's see, kind of like that. Then I can put my fence right there. I think that is gonna be good. 1.5 inches to the long point of the 45. Now what that did was give me 2 nice 45s so that I can use this one for the next piece. So this is also going to be 1.5 inches, as you can see from here, because it's 3/4 of an inch thick, 3/4, 3/4. And ideally, this I would run on the other side of the blade, but I am not running something this small through the blade. So, sorry. So I'll mark 1.5 inches here, again, to the long point, right here. And I believe this ends up being almost like a triangle like that. About there. I'll mark this. My fence, and see where that lands. It's looking pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna go with it. So now I should have 3 pieces that should have a pretty nice 45-degree miter on them. A little tricky to line up, but something like that. Sweet. So now we can put this back straight, zero it out. So now I know that I want my piece to be the same width as the other flooring, which is 4 inches. I can set this to 4 inches. And then I can carefully run that small edge of the 45, the long point, up against this fence. I just don't want to damage it, so be careful. Now we can assemble this. Now I'm going to take a wet paper towel just to get the dust off of here, and this will also help the glue to adhere. And this is the side we're doing right now. I'm going to assemble it all, and then I'll cut it to length. I'm going to use a pin gun that shoots these teeny tiny pin nails, so you'll never see those when it's all finished. First, I'm gonna glue it. We'll start down here. Don't need a ton. This stuff works really well. Okay. Now carefully, this is where it needs to go. Line up the end where I want it. This miter right here is the more important one, so that's why I'm doing it first. Pin nail right on the edge, adjusting it as I go. So the way this is gonna work out is I'm gonna have a little gap here, which I'm fine with this not being exactly 1.5 inches. I'm gonna rip a piece to put in here. The alternative was to cut this smaller, and I didn't wanna do that. So I'm totally fine with that. I'll just rip a piece here. That's gonna do it. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Now I'm going to put some brad nails in here right at the edge so that when I put my trim here, you won't even see it. I'm going to cut this, do one square end. Do the measurement. I want it tight, but not too tight. 75 3/4 strong, probably 75 3/4. Make sure I'm not going to run into any nails. Not the best way to cut this. I can test fit it. Ooh, that's nice. Cool. I'm gonna make this edge not so sharp too. Just take that down a little bit. And before I go attaching this, I am gonna sand all this and this at least to get it kind of where I want it, because it's gonna be a little trickier once it's attached. But that's what I want. And then I'll have my 3/4 piece right here of pine. It'll be just enough overhang, I think. This last piece probably ripped down. Yep, good. I'm gonna start with 80 grit sandpaper on my random orbital sander and do this bottom first. I'm gonna take a pencil and lightly make a mark and run over this again with 80 grit till that pencil mark is gone. That way I know I'm sanding it even. Now I'll do the face, 80 grit. Do another pencil mark, 80 grit again. Some of these pin nails, I don't know if they're sunk in enough. That one might be, but I'm just gonna go around, give them a little tap in so I can fill them with wood filler. In case you're wondering, yeah, this is a dart. I knew I'd need it someday. Now I'm gonna grab some wood filler. This actually goes on pink and then it dries natural. It is stainable, paintable, and I'm just gonna go along and tuck some right into this 45 to cover any gaps. You might be able to do this to have 0 gap between your 45s, but that can be tricky to do. That looks pretty good. I'm just gonna let that dry. I'm gonna switch out sandpaper to 120 and sand this wood filler down, starting with the front. And then I'm gonna make a pencil mark, nice and light. Now I'm just taking a sanding block and just taking this sharp edge down a little bit. I don't want to use the random orbital because I have a feeling I might mess it up. I'm going to do the same thing with the top edge. May have missed a little bit with the wood filler. So when I go to finish the rest of this, I might add some, but as I get the bulk done now, it'll make it a lot easier. I'm going to put this where it's going to go. Like that. Split it in the middle because I want a small gap on the edges there. And then I just want to see where we're landing here. So that's 11 3/4, little strong, and 11 3/4. It's gonna end up being kind of like that. I'm gonna mark this so that I can glue it because we're gonna install this. I'm gonna do construction adhesive. This is really gonna help to hold it here. And then just a little bit right here. and we can install it.